All right, good day, everybody. Let's start with our prayer. Let's ask the angels, saints, ancestors, and spirit guides into our energy for divine guidance, flow, abundance, and messages for our highest and greatest good. Let's ask Archangel Michael to assist us with transmuting energy from stagnant to flowing in abundance, from faith to knowingness, as energy is love, and so it is. Okay, so I thought we would ask some specific questions and get some cards to provide answers. Obviously, usually I just kind of let it flow, but I sat here before the readings today and worked with my higher self to come up with 8 questions. Okay, and I landed on 8. I'm kind of like referring back to like, what does 8 mean numerically? It means abundance. Okay, it also means recognizing limitations and either we're moving past these limitations or we're staying within their bounds. Okay, so some of these questions are relating to recognizing limitations. Okay, so that we can ascend, heal, grow, and be our best selves. Okay, so some of the questions I'm about to ask are related to that. All right. So first question I have out, and I've already shuffled. I'll do it again just on camera. All right, so let's ask, what can further assist healing for the collective at this time? What could further assist healing at this time? Okay, we have the 5 of Swords and the 5 of Cups. So this talks about like understanding that, yeah, there's energies that, then we have the Tower in the reverse. Is this in the reverse? Is this in the upright? It's in the upright. All right, so this is really talking about trouble, instability, and unpredictability. Okay, we have the 5 of Swords, okay, which is, really talking about someone who usually thinks and plans out and uses their voice to kind of win at all costs. This is somebody who doesn't really think about how they act, do, speak, and how that affects other people. Okay, and I feel like you can't take that on, right? This is something that this person, this energy, many of us collectively have had to deal with. Okay, I feel like this is something that is an opportunity for their growth, right? And also for you, it's about understanding that you can't fix everybody. Okay, this is not something that is for us to fix, to heal, to solve. And then I also have the 5 of Cups. So this really talks about, this could be your energy feeling regretful, but it also can be, their energy. Like they regret to a certain point how things kind of transpired, but at the same time, they didn't really care when they were doing it, right? They care that maybe they got caught. All right, and I feel like that is kind of the point that I'm supposed to make here, is that, when people only care and have remorse when they're caught doing something, like they didn't continue to get away with something, then that is not something that you can align with. Okay, that is not something you can fix. That's not something you can heal. It is literally out of your hands. And at that point, you understand that there's a lot of instability. Okay, there's a lot of issues when it comes to, things, coming together. Like this is saying this is, there's some sort of need for like change on like a big scale. Like there's some sort of rude awakening happening for this energy collectively at this time. So anyone who tried to get away with things, take advantage of other people, not think about what their actions do and how they affect others, and the reason why they're in any type of remorse or regret is because they didn't continue to get away with it, they're experiencing this Tower energy. They're going to experience drastic endings, okay? So that there's change that can be applied here for their growth and development and for things to be balanced, okay? Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck. This energy created a lot of pain and suffering. So they are being held accountable for what they created, all right? So just understand that a lot of us have experienced. Hello. Yeah, I'm in a reading. Okay. So yeah, I think a lot of people have experienced, you know, a lot of pain and suffering at the hands of others. And I feel like we need to detach, okay, from this energy and focus on ourselves and our own development and leave the rest to the divine, okay? So that is the first question. And then these two cards just fell. The Knight of Wands in reverse and the Moon. All right, so a lot of us have dealt with energy of like the player, right? The one who entertains multiple people, the one that's very lust driven, kind of that in and out energy, whether it's masculine or feminine. And then we have the Moon card in the reverse. So I feel like their player ways are no longer hidden, okay? I feel like, you know, they can no longer operate from the shadows, okay? They're going to be forced to be seen, to deal with their behaviors, their actions, and people are going to see them for who they truly are, okay? And that is not something you need to worry about. That is something that is being handled outside of you and your experience. Okay. Let's shuffle. All right. What advice is there to assist with abundance at this time? What advice is there to assist with abundance at this time? What advice is there to assist with abundance at this time? Okay, we have the Ten of Swords. That this was a blessing in disguise, right? I know it's hard to see our pain and suffering that way, but at the end of the day, you are not the same person that you once were. And so understanding that you are far better off than where you were helps you towards growth and development. Okay, this is amazing energy coming your way. Okay. This is a new opportunity for you. This is talking about, you know, having a higher connection with yourself and the divine. This is also you overcoming the obstacles and being able to trust where you are being led, okay? It's almost like, you know, part of that blessing, part of that experience with the pain is that it brought you closer to yourself, right? And you had to make decisions and changes and overcome obstacles that you may not have chosen to do before. Or you may have had to do this introspection that you may not have wanted to do before. So I feel like as a result of all of that, it really has brought you closer to the divine, okay? Closer to your higher self. You're seeing things from a much bigger picture now, all right? So yeah, I'm getting that, right? You had to, whatever wasn't serving you had to be removed, right? So that you could, some of us had to be alone, some of us had to be isolated so that we could focus on our connection with the divine, okay? And so anything that was false, anything that was not serving your highest good was removed from your life. And if it isn't and hasn't been, then it needs to be. Things that are no longer serving you need to be released. Change is coming. I feel like there's a big change coming. We have the Four of Cups. So this really talks about something coming in for you that you are deserving of, but you may not see it at this time. Okay? Something far better than what you could possibly imagine for yourself. And then I have the Four of Wands. All right, this is you going from a very unstable partnership, home situation, maybe it was work related, that was no longer serving you. Like it was attached to old ways, the old you. And so this had to crumble and fall apart because it wasn't in alignment with you anymore. And this is creating something new. This is establishing a stronger foundation, balanced energy. This is the 1111 card, which is on Saturday, tomorrow. So this is talking about celebration. It can be representing a commitment or a contract, as well as, creating something that's more stable and secure. Okay. So when something doesn't seem right, it probably isn't right, right? And so when something is shown to you and it appears like as a red flag or a gut instinct, now you're going to trust that, right? And here's that opportunity, all right? This is a brand new opportunity coming in that is being divinely guided and provided to you, okay? Beautiful. This is something tangible. This is something like that could be presented as a form of like a new job, a promotion. Maybe this is a increase in your finances. Maybe there's a side project you have going on that's going to increase your income. So this is beautiful. Tell me more about this Ace of Pentacles. King of Swords. So kings are like older, powerful, oftentimes married men, but doesn't have to be fathers. This is somebody who's got like authority. I feel like some of you might hear from some sort of authority figure, and this might be like some sort of money from like an inheritance or something to that effect. This also could be like a boss. This also could be some sort of like promotion energy. This also can be someone who wants to work with you potentially, maybe somebody in the communication field. So a couple different things there that I'm picking up. I have the star at the bottom of the deck, so I feel like this could relate to some sort of like giving back energy or some sort of like unexpected inspiration from an unexpected source. So maybe you're in that energy, you provide inspired information or some sort of like inspiration. Maybe you're just like an inspirational type person or energy, and so maybe you communicate this. So it could be that. It could be like you're in that healing energy, you're very hopeful, you're very positive. I feel like the energy that you put out is being returned in the form of abundance, okay? And I'm also getting with the King of Swords, like this is protected. Like no one can do anything to affect this abundance that's coming in for you. Also, I feel like it's guarded. Yeah, I feel like it's guarded. Okay, is there any more about this? There is? Okay. It's as a result of the pain and suffering, deceit and betrayal that you may have received in the past. I feel like whatever you are sharing, maybe you're telling your story or something like that. Queen of Cups, yeah. It helped you, like whatever this was, whatever the situation that didn't work out was the blessing. This helped you increase your psychic sensitivity, your intuition. It's very strong. I feel like you were helping others kind of heal, maybe listen to their own intuition. I feel like you're inspiring people, but by just being you. So that very well could be what this opportunity is for you to kind of like explore those options further. Six of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like this is going to lead to changes. This is like cycle breaker energy to me. This is like establishing legacy, generational wealth. I feel like what you're doing to help other people is going to bring in a lot of opportunity. This also can be that you were surrounded by others. This is kind of like I'm getting like this is you just kind of like helping your family, You might be in a position to help others, like charitable wise. Maybe like a nonprofit or something like that. I feel like this is like you also helping your community in some way. Or you're being viewed as or seen as being able to help your community. Ace of Swords. All right, so yeah, this is you speaking truth. This is you channeling information. This could be you sharing your opinions. Maybe you're writing a book. I feel like this is like heavy communication energy. This is heavy like protection energy as well. I feel like this is like sharing a perspective, an outlook, lessons learned, or a story of some kind. I mean, I feel like this has something to do with like your connection to the divine, right? And kind of using that psychic ability and intuition to help guide other people to develop the same, okay? I feel like that is going to bring you lots of abundance. Okay, and then I have the King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. All right, so yeah. For some of you, that's what this is about. If you are a light worker, okay? That's a light worker message right there. All right. Let's see. What area in your life needs more attention at this time? What area in your life do you need to have more attention at this time? I don't know if I'm going to get to all 8 questions, but we'll start with the 4. What area in your life needs more attention? What area in their life needs more attention? Okay. We have the 3 of Swords and the 9 of Cups. Okay. 8 of Wands. 6 of Cups, 2 of Cups. 3 of Pentacles. What in the what is this? Even I have that epiphany there. Okay, so this is like heartbreak, betrayal. I feel like you might be... I mean, this is kind of like wish fulfillment. I feel like as a result of like what you've experienced, right? You really are wishing for, you know, what you originally wanted, which was somebody that you could have a loving, sweet, beautiful partnership with, right? So this isn't a love department. This is someone to co-create with. This is like in that even give and take relationship. This is very balanced. This is representing like duality, right? And I feel like it's on its way. Okay. I feel like if anything, this is going to result in the opportunity to work together. There's some sort of commitment. There's some sort of like union energy here. I feel like this has been kind of like slow on the uptake. I feel like they want you to focus on bringing this in versus what's happened in the past, okay? Like they don't want you to think about what's already been experienced, okay? Because this energy is something that we're focused on healing from, right? Not creating from. So leaving that energy in the past where it belongs. And I feel like, you know, this is on its way. It might be a little, you know, slow to appear, but it's because there's a lot of things that need to be worked out. I feel like this is energy this is like a really old, like old background. Like this kind of reminds me of like someone you knew in a previous life. Okay, I'm not getting like this is that past person who put you in a third party. I feel like, or betrayed you and broke your heart. I feel like this is, you know, a very common, familiar, sweet, kind, loving, helpful energy. Okay, I feel like it's going to be very much reciprocated. They may actually, either you might be a little older than them, or there might be some sort of age gap here. It doesn't have to be though. I feel like that's the potential here. But I am getting that this is something that is blessed. Okay, I'm getting that this is something that is going to be, very high vibrational with the Kundalini energy, as well as, both feet are planted firmly on the ground. So this talks about this is going to be very grounded, stable, and secure relationship. So I feel like what area in your life needs more attention at this time? It's really about focusing on what you want to bring in for yourself. Okay, this is like the wishes come true card. And so it's on its way. So being open to receive this energy is what they want you to focus on. Okay, not the pain of the past. All right, last one. We're at 20 minutes already. All right, I'm going to teach you a little trick. So if you have a tarot deck, I want you to shuffle it really well. And then I want you to find the moon card. All right, and then we're going to look at the moon and we're going to see what's in front of the moon and what is behind the moon. And that is what you are unaware of at this time. Okay? All right, setting the intention. I'm just going to flip it over like this because it's easier to do it this way. And we're going to find the moon. I need some coffee. Can you all see? Okay. All right, let me do it this way so you can see better. Here's the moon. All right, so moon is front and center here. This is what was before the moon. So this is like wishes, right? This is 9 cups. All right, this is somebody who is very proud, right? Confident, understanding of everything that they have accumulated so far in their life. This is appreciating everything that you have, right? Living in the moment and focusing on the positives, right? All the cups are in the upright, they're full, they're on display, right? Sometimes this card can represent like someone being a bit smug about all that they have, but that's not what this is really about. I feel this is really a call to kind of just appreciate everything at this point. And then the moon is highlighting that what you don't see on the other side is that you might, for some of you, be called to leave certain things behind, right? And focus on what you absolutely need that is necessary, because you can't take all of this with you potentially. So this could be like you might need to move or relocate. This could represent like a physical move. This can represent emotional energy. Maybe there's some emotions that you might be still holding on to that you need to release. This could also represent moving away from like people, places, and things, because, there's only so much that you can take with you. So depending on what's going on in your life, right? Like say you get a new job, right? And you might have to move. And you have to find some sort of housing. Like you're not going to be able to take everything with you. So you might have to prioritize. And this is you kind of being guided to somewhere else, and you can't take everybody with you. So you may have had to like leave some friends behind, some family behind, maybe an old career. Maybe there's some purging of items that needs to happen. So I feel like this is kind of on the horizon that you don't necessarily see that's coming. So this could be represented in a couple different ways, obviously. Okay. I feel like there's going to be some sort of ending. Okay. Might be abrupt, but it doesn't have to be. I would say that it's divinely guided. Okay. So whatever is no longer serving you, right, out of these cups, I'm sorry, you can't see this, will be ending, right? And it's not like sometimes the Tower card, we're like, oh no, it's the Tower. Well, the Tower, it comes in because, like say there was a job that like you've held on to forever and you've really been wishing to do something different, like, and so in order for that to kind of happen in your life, like the divine is going to make that happen in the best way possible for you, right? You may not always see it at that time, but this also can represent like just changes on the horizon, okay? and this change is being divinely guided. And so it's just kind of like right now, just appreciate where you're at the moment, because change is on its way. Okay. And then, yeah, and then we have the Four of Pentacles. So this really talks about like the resistance to change. This talks about some sort of control, restraint, some security. So, you know, maybe, you know, you've been holding on to some things that you now, you know, they're going to help you release like once and for all, right? So that you can start fresh with the Magician. So that you can start fresh somewhere else. Okay, and not take that energy with you anymore. Okay, so this was fascinating. Let me know if that's resonating with any of you. We'll do one more, and then we will maybe do the others another time. Let me know if you like this kind of reading. Just thought I'd do something different. All right, so the next one, we're going to find the Sun card. Okay, and so with the Sun card, it's like, what areas could you focus on more for growth? Okay, for growth. So the Sun represents God, growth, contentment, positive happiness. It represents relationships. It represents clarity, young energy, new energy, confidence, marriage, joy, and success. So what areas could you focus on more for growth in those particular realms? So let's find the Sun. As you can see, sunshine. I mean, I could literally just do this and tell a whole story. That'd be fun to do one day. The moon, hi moon. The moon is the goddess energy, and the Sun is the God energy. All right, so what we have here is the Chariot and the Tower. Okay. So what do we got? So yeah, there's that Tower again. Okay, so this is like telling me that, yeah, change is definitely around the horizon. Okay, and this change is going to be big, and it's going to affect many areas of your life. Okay, and so the areas that it's going to affect are you know, your relationships, right? Maybe there's some sort of success that's coming in. Maybe it's like a job opportunity. I have the Chariot, so this is really telling me like this is about a journey. This is about your drive and determination. This is about balanced energy and kind of like it's like you won the battle, and now it's time to celebrate, and here's like a blessing for you. And then here's the moon on the other side of this. Okay, so very fascinating how this is all playing out. So also with the Sun, this talks about like marriage, joy, success, God, growth. I feel like you have like this Chariot is going on that journey, that soul's journey. They're very enlightened energy, okay, with all the stars up here. And then the one star like in the crown, that's surrounded by many others. So I feel like this is very like celebrated energy. I feel like this is a very happy change. I feel like this is going to really impact the trajectory of your life. I feel like, yeah, I mean, the Chariot is, you know, representing like divine support. It's very directional. They know exactly where they're going. So I feel like there's a change coming in that's going to bring in a lot of happiness, a lot of joy, something that's going to kind of like give you new confidence. It's going to anchor in a lot of growth opportunity because it might be something you've never done before. So I feel like you're being asked to kind of step up into a new position. And I feel like the divine is going to give you everything that you need because this Chariot is full. Like you've got the support here and the protection. It's balanced energy, yin and yang. You know, you have the support of wherever you're coming from. So it is like you are leaving. You're kind of leaving, and it's kind of like a solo trip. And then you have the support of the universe behind you. All right. This is a very like decorated warrior. All right. So that is what area is going to be brought into your life to help you grow. Okay, I feel like this is a new opportunity that's going to really ask you to step out of your comfort zone. Okay, and so through that is where we grow the most. Okay, so enjoy that. That sounds amazing. All right, guys. I'll probably do another video later. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'll talk to you soon.